It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Northern Monk Brewing Company and it's a can of their Norse Star. It's a vanilla, cacao and almond imperial stout coming in at 9% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Yes, that is 9% ABV beer available in your local Morrison's supermarket. We are 100% independent. I went down to Morrison's this morning. I bought these beers myself. It was £4 a can. Why am I so excited? Well, let's just get the beer out and have a look. I've always been a big fan of Northern Monk Brewing Company. I've actually brewed a collaboration with this brewery myself. Look at this beer. One finger tan coloured head. Jet black beer in the glass. Fantastic levels of carbonation. So with Northern Monk, back in the day, if you want to watch the video, it was a custard cream pale ale. That's right, the biscuit. Northern Monk custard cream pale ale, brewed with your very own Real Ale Craft Beer. Have a look at that video. But not before you watch this one. Look at that. Look at that beer. £4 a can. If you're new to craft beer, you might be thinking, oof, that's a bit steep. But let me explain. Good levels of carbonation in the glass. Look at this. Look at that. Fantastic head that just wants to stay there all day long. A big, thick, bold Imperial Stout. It's Northern Monk and Lervig Aktiebryggeri in Norway. The collaboration. So you can now buy a Northern Monk beer and a Lervig beer in Morrison's. It's amazing. Let me explain. I'm just trying to temper my excitement for this beer. Let's get the aroma. Oh my goodness me. Nearly fell over in. I nearly went over on my heel then. On my ankle. Just in pure. Spot on. Brilliant. You get the cacao. Of course, the chocolate coffee caramel. Slight kind of raisin, prune, plum. Lots of vanilla. It almost smells barrel aged. You almost get that kind of raisiny, kind of vanilla-y, oaky, woody aroma. But maybe that's just my imagination. Coconut as well, a little bit of kind of flake coconut maybe. Let's dive in. Cheers everybody. Oh. My goodness me. Stone the crows! Stone the crows! Unbelievable! Unbelievable beer! I live 2 miles away from Morrison's. I can now walk down or travel down quickly in the car. I'm not even 2 miles away. I'm about 1.5 miles away from my local Morrison's. Never, never, never have I been so close to fantastic quality craft beer. Accessible, that's the word. That's the word. Accessible craft beer. many years I have complained and moaned, I can't buy any craft beer around here, there's nothing available, I gotta travel for miles, I gotta order it all online and blah blah blah. Finally, after 10 years, nearly 11 years of reviewing beer on YouTube, it's here. It's down the road. It's down the road. And I can pick up some eggs as well at the same time, and some bacon and some cat food if I need to. And you know, I can do my normal shop in a supermarket and then nip down the beer aisle with my trolley and pick up amazing craft beer. I love it. I love it. Chocolate, coffee, caramel, a little bit of plum, a little bit of fig, a little bit of prune, vanilla. The kind of chocolate from the cacao is coming through. You got a little bit of bitterness on the back of the palate. That's coming from all of the roasted malt in the beer. Just terrific. Just a terrific beer. But it all gets tied together. I think the most important aspect of this beer, apart from the flavour, is the mouthfeel. The mouthfeel on this beer is just absolutely incredible. Thick, gloopy, engine oil in your mouth, slides down like sludge into your stomach. You can feel a slight alcohol warming as the beer slides down to the pit of the stomach, because it is 9% ABV. Amazing, amazing stuff. Look, I've messed my hair up as well. Just holding the beer in your mouth, I like to do that and let it just kind of sieve through over your palate into your stomach slowly. You get a real sense of that carbonation pushing the beer around the inside of the mouth, releasing more of that flavour. It's an incredible beer. Lots of malt to begin with. I'm sure I'm getting coconut, almond. Yeah, I think it's the combination of the vanilla and the almond that's giving me it almost tastes like toasted coconut for my personal palate. Everybody's palate is the same. Everybody's palate is different, so you're all going to pick up different flavours from the beer. But wow, what a beer! What a beer! Why I'm so happy? Why am I so happy? Why am I jumping around the kitchen? You've seen me review numerous Imperial Stouts on the channel, but they've either been sent to me, or and this is where I've got to be a little bit careful. I've got to be mindful of the bottle shops. It is a double-edged sword. It really is. A brewer once told me, ask the dairy farmers what they think of the supermarkets. And that's the danger. That's the danger. But I think at this moment in time, this beer costing £4 a can, I think that's very, very accessible for both Northern Monk and Lervig. I think Lervig have probably got their name on the can just for accessibility into the UK market, maybe. I think they've gone, yeah, just use our name. I don't think Lervig will be taking a cut from this beer. It's more brand advertising for them. There's my blade making a noise. My blade beer machine out there. Yeah, I think Lervig is there for just brand awareness in the UK. For Northern Monk, who brew this beer, this is a permanent beer now in Morrison's. For £4 a can, I think they're making a decent profit on this beer. So, Can I call it beef? Issue. I'm going to call it issue. My issue with the Tesco craft beers that they were £3 a can. But the beer wasn't great. Especially from that London beer factory. My goodness me. them £3 cans of beers from London Beer Factory, and that donut. Remember that donut stout that they brought out for £3 a can? It was just horrendous. It was undrinkable. It was horrendous. I think I even titled the thumbnail of the video, what on earth is this? The problem with bringing out a £3 can of craft beer, because this beer I think was about 7 or 8% ABV, certainly the donut stout was, is that it's so difficult for the brewer to cram in all of those ingredients that the brewer needs, pardon me, to produce a really good craft beer for £3 a can. And I told Tesco this. I've told them on numerous in the videos. I'm not actually rang them up and talk, but I've spoken on video here about these £3 cans of beer from Tesco, and that they were kind of like middling kind of. They wasn't either really bad or they wasn't really good. They were just like I was calling it like a medium quality smartphone. It wasn't a Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, you know, £1,200 smartphone. It wasn't a horrible little £20 flip phone at the same time. It was a mid-range, that's what they call them, a mid-range smartphone where you get an alright camera, you get an alright screen, and you get an alright phone that might last you 18 months. But nothing will make you go, wow, this phone I have in my hands is amazing. And that's where Tesco went. That's where Tesco went with the £3 can of craft beer. It was kind of meddling down the middle of the road. It wasn't, some of it was drain pour. That donut beer, I poured it straight down the sink. Some of it was okay. Some of it was all just okay beer for me. What Morrison's have done, and I mentioned this in the video, I said, look, Tesco, please charge £3.50 or even £4 a can. Produce better quality beer, and I'm sure you'll have people like me who are willing to buy it. And I think Tesco went, okay, probably not even looking, not even aware that there's people reviewing beer on YouTube. And then I think the clever people at Morrison's went, that guy's making a bit of sense over there. And I think that's where they went, and I'm really pleased. I'm not saying that I'm the architect of these new kind of £4 beers in Morrison's. I'm not saying that for one moment. But I'd like to think that they've listened. And they've produced an amazing beer here. This is absolutely amazing. Norse Star, Northern Monk, collaboration with Lervig, a vanilla cacao and almond Imperial Stout, a 9% ABV. Absolutely amazing beer. Love it. Looks good, smells good, tastes fantastic. One last message. In the gaming world, a lot of the, and I'm not putting myself in the shop window here at all, because I'm happy here on YouTube. I will always be a beer reviewing, food reviewing man on YouTube. It's what I like to do. I'm not putting myself in the shop window, but what I would suggest to, because I talk to a lot of beer reviewers, I talk to most of the beer reviewers on YouTube, and we feel that our message to professional entities like Tesco's, or we're not listened to. None of our advice, none of our none of our feedback. It's like nobody cares. It's weird. And this is my message to some of the big boys out there who might get to see this video. In the gaming world, people like EA, BioWare, all the other big gaming, I can't remember them all. They plucked the top talent from YouTube. From YouTube. The top talent, the gamers that made complete sense, they were plucked from YouTube, and they now work for these big companies in advisory roles. The beer industry has always been a very slow moving. It's like an old dinosaur kind of staggering along. Nothing moves fast in the beer industry. But if anybody's watching from Big Beer, or if anybody's watching from some of the supermarkets out there, if you're looking for advice or somebody to advise, not me, I'm happy here on YouTube, but there's some fantastic talent on YouTube. Fantastic talent who would advise and who would, I'm going to just come out and say it, would do a better job than some of the people you currently employ. Rating for this beer: Norse Star, Northern Monk, Lervig. I like the beer enough to give it a Stone the Crows 10 out of 10. So 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments on the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.